Hey guys, ArkhIce here, and today we're going to be talking, about the units, discussing them, and power scaling this game. But before we get started, make sure you subscribe if you haven't yet, and turn on the notification bell if you want to get notified from an upload. So, first off, we have Amelia. Her passive is when the hero receives an attack from the same enemy 2 or more times in an enemy's turn. That means her, by the way. That does not mean the entire team, that means her. She cleanses all debuffs from allies and freezes the enemy for 2 turns, excluding deathmatch. That's honestly a really good passive, especially for someone like the one Escanor, or Sariel, or Saltma, basically, or Lolly Merlin. Any of the big units, they can't attack her more than once because then they'll get frozen and all debuffs get cleared. King team is dead. This is the last hurdle to actually kill Hindi. This fucks Hindi and King so much because if Hindi were to attack 2 times, basically if you try to get King's passive off, no, you can't because it will literally legitimately stop you by freezing and clearing all debuffs. That is actually really good. Let's see here. Puck please. Inflicts damage equal to 360% of attack on one enemy. Freezes for 2 turns, and when the freeze is removed by any form at all, it does damage equal to 40% of the remaining HP. This is Red Jericho's freeze card, and the freeze card that I absolutely love. I love this card. I love it. I think it's amazing. Next one is it's an AoE. It's Gother's AoE that depletes ultimate move gauge at the end of an enemy's turn, right? So it's Green Gother's AoE, Red Jericho's freeze card, and her ultimate is a AoE secret target, which is, if you didn't know, Lost Veins ultimate, right? That means it's really, really good. Yeah, no, she's honestly, I would say from what I've seen, probably the best one of all the collab units. But let's move on to Rin. So Rin's first card is when the hero uses skill or move skill to rank up a skill, gain ultimate move gauge orb, and increases attack related stats by 5% for 3 turns up to 5 times. If there are 5 or more ultimate move gauge orbs, recovers 30% of max HP. So this is like the first part of the passive, Mai from the KOF club. This is what her passive does, or close to it. And then of course she has an amplified single target instead of AoE like Mai. And then she has a AoE attack card that decreases ultimate move gauge by 50% and restricts the ultimate move effects for 2 turns. This is really good because they're not a cleanse meta, so that won't get cleansed. Inflicts shatter damage equal to 420% attack on all enemies. Really good ultimate. Yeah. By the way, every single person is unknown. I know some people are going to be mad, and it's understandably they could be upset over, these not being demons. But Oni is a type of demon, yes, but at the same time, it's 2 different universes. I'll show something here. Let me pull some up. There's someone that explains this better than me. That will explain it a lot better than what I actually could, right? The view over here. So, Trans and Majin, Trans and Demon, fundamentally they are different worlds. Rezero and SDS are different worlds too. Also, I don't know, Rim and Ram are considered demi-human. The only other strong race of demi-humans known for their strong bodies and mana quality. So, yeah, no, this is the probably best explanation you can probably get from me. I would probably try to say the same thing, but I'll probably mess it up more. But let's go back. So I read what she does. Let's go into Ram, which I would consider probably the worst for her cards, but her passive is actually really good. Her passive increases all unknown allies' basic stats by 20%. Really, really good. And Lolly Merlin is getting severely buffed by these units, by the way. Severely buffed. Her first skill, it cancels stances on one enemy and then inflicts damage of 250% of attack and stuns for 2 turns. Goddess Liz attack card. You should eat it. Inflicts rupture damage equal to 250% of attack on all enemies. And then her ultimate inflicts damage equal to 300% of attack on all enemies and decreases attack-related stats by 30% for 3 turns. Okay. She's pretty good. Though I would say her cards are... I would consider the worst of all the units, but at the same time, she's still good, right? Let's move on to Beatrice. She is also really, really good. Her passive increases the HP-related stats by 5% for each unknown ally in battle. Recovers health of unknown allies by 60% of the amount the hero recovers when using skills. Applies when entering battle. Her first card inflicts damage equal to 400% of attack on one enemy and lifesteals 100% of the damage. Her second card inflicts despair damage equal to 325% of attack on all enemies. And her ult is a single target that lifesteals, right? Her and Lolly Merlin as a combo, Merlin's not dying. I'm sorry, but Merlin is not dying. In all honesty. But the big problem about it is that there's a big power scaling unit in the game that makes every unit except Merlin and Goddess Liz be able to die in one turn. And that is the one Escanor. She's gonna get one shot. 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 Unless you run Goddess Liz, all these units are gonna get one shot. And that's the problem with power scaling in this game right now. The one Escanor one-shots everything, and I honestly wish it wasn't. I love the bonk damage. I love seeing big numbers, but it's hindering every unit that comes out. It's legitimately hindering everyone that comes out that doesn't run with Goddess Liz. Because this team, you would run this team all unknown units, right? It would be like Assault Meliodas, where Assault mode is all demons, but this team's all unknowns. That's the big problem, is with this team, it doesn't have a Goddess Liz unit. And that's the problem with Assault mode, is that you have to, you know, run a taunt unit or run, you know, and run that Red Melascula so that your units just don't die in one turn. Like, even with Joel's taunt, Assault mode can't be running in gear because Assault mode's taunt, not Assault mode, Joel's taunt just, even, he gets one shot. The one Escanor does so much damage, he pushed through the taunt. The only unit that does, with a taunt, that doesn't take all that damage and just dies immediately is Derriere. But even then, though, you're not always going to get a taunt, you're just going to die. The one Escanor just does so much damage, it's just not... Yeah, he just kills everything. He's such a badly power-scaled unit for the game. Like, Lolly Merlin tried to be a counter for him, but her passive only affects her. What about the rest of the team? They're just going to die. So, the thing about these units, you need to go first. You need to pull multiple copies and go first. Yeah. As a free-to-play player, we saw the banner. We did, and I'm just going to tell you to skip unless you like the units. Unless you like Rezero or like the units, I would say skip. Because in all honesty, you're better off investing to the one. Yes, I do say the one is a mid unit. He's honestly a god tier unit, but the mid Escanor needs to just die. He needs to be killed off. He needs to be removed from the game. I prefer Goddess Liz. I'd rather have multiple Goddess Liz than have the one Escanor. Because at least with Goddess Liz, you can play around that. The one Escanor, you cannot just play around. You have to target him, kill him for your unit to survive. I hate that the one Escanor one-shots everything, because it makes these units that are actually really good seem bad just because he one-shots them and they have no chance of survival. The one Escanor was a mistake. I'm sorry for all you want Escanor. I'm gonna say the truth. He was a mistake. He honestly was. Because all these units are good, but they're gonna get one-shotted because they have no way of surviving against the one Escanor. She gets one-shotted. She gets definitely one-shotted. She's red. She's disadvantaged, type disadvantage. She has a chance, but she's still gonna get one-shotted. She's gonna get one-shotted. What are you gonna do? The only unknown unit that's gonna be ran in this team that won't get one-shotted is Lolly Merlin, and that's because of her passive. Her passive stops him from one-shotting, but instead takes 3 cards to kill her. So, GG. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next video. Bye bye.